Hi guys, Pete here, Rusty Rex. And as you can see, today I'm in the car. We're going to go and see a good friend of mine, Ryan, from Ryan's Garage, and we're going to find out why his engine's out of balance. Should be quite a simple one to sort out. Could be a number of things, but we'll have a look. We'll find out what's wrong with it.
Carefully check all these marks, and if they're wrong, we're going to try and line them up. Obviously, if we can, we don't know. We don't know how much we need to disassemble to get this sorted yet, but we're just working through that now. But that explains it, because it was shaking. It felt really quite violently shaking, a lot of rattle. So good. Right, movement forward.
Right, so we need to reset these.
Yes.
So we have several solutions. We can either take out this shaft, try and get a bit of free play on there, so we can line up that one and the crank, and then put this one in, which I think would probably be the best idea.
Is that a sensible starting point?
It is.
If it's successful, great. If not, we go further.
If not, we take the bridge off.
Yep.
And we set it all up from scratch.
Okay. One thing I know with that at all, this camera work.
Yeah. Right, guys. So we've taken the crank bridge off. We're just looking at the bearings. Bearings don't seem too bad. They're still in there. That one needs pushing back in. You can see bearings look alright.
Yeah, just something.
And your pump and everything. And we are gonna reset all the balance weights in line with the crankshaft. So chain goes across the sprocket, which is just here, goes around the balance weights. You got a little bridge like that. One part of that chain goes under it, one part goes over it, and it runs on that sprocket on the crank. Quite simple, but just needs lining up. It should solve Ryan's problem. Right, guys, we've solved most of the problem with the engine. Now, someone has swapped this engine. Being 1980, it would have had rubber mounted balance weights on it. Someone swapped the balance weights over, which are these things. They swapped them over at some point for solid ones. When they set them up, they didn't set them up correctly, so therefore the engine's out of balance. So Ryan's engine, when he put it into the Super Dream, was almost like bouncing. There's certain things you can check on these engines. If they make a clunking noise, you know it's the big ends. The balance weights, you will feel that the engine is out of balance. And it's one of those things, you can't mistake it. And obviously someone hadn't lined those up correctly. There is actually, if I can get it on here, just below that letter A, there's Ryan's torch, hang on, there is a mark that is clear there, a dark mark just below the letter A. That has to line up with this case, and with that bit where the upper bridge joins the case, or lower bridge, whatever you want to call it. There's a TH mark there that has to line up with this, and on the other end there is actually a mark, when I move this camera so you can see it, on that balance weight that has got to line up with this case. Once they're all lined up, your engine shouldn't vibrate. If it does, then your balance weights need adjusting, which is minor. Ryan's shown you how to do that a number of times, but basically there's a locking nut on the other side. When the engine's in your bike, you have a locking nut here. You still can't see it. Yeah, you got a locking nut there. you can loosen that off and adjust the balance, and as you can see, that and adjust the tension on the chain. Right guys, Ryan's done everything up, balance weights are all lined up, so it's all looking good. So now it's just a case of setting it up, putting the bottom case on and putting the rest of it back together. And Ryan is somewhere up there.
Okay.
See? So yeah, we'll get on and do that. And engine's all back together. Hopefully it'll be in balance now. Should be. Ryan will test it out at some point.
Absolutely.
And when he does, we'll find out. Right guys, this little item here, which is not so little, is a Scotch-Brite wheel. This is a medium one. I always use the medium, quite literally. Just put my bench grinder. And now, here's where the interesting stuff comes on. Let me put a light on. Right, move me coffee so I don't get bits in it. And we shall turn on the bench grinder. Put some power on. Turn this on. Right, so forks before, very grey. Got quite a bit of dirt there, I don't know if you can see. Nothing special, right? Put this on. Now I don't know where you can see this, but we now have a very nice satin finish, which, if I move the camera down again, there's a couple of bits I missed, I know, but I only did it quickly as you saw. Now, let's move this camera down. Not the easiest thing in the world. Right, so we have original satin finished. Right, so you can see the original is tatty. Right, it's like, yeah, it's got those discoloration marks all over it that are a pain if you're polishing them. This, where's the camera? Look, see, nice satin finish. And this one over here, can we get them both in the shot together? Yeah, chrome looking polished finish. So the satin finish is particularly nice if you want to give your bike just that fresh look without too much bling. It's a nice finish. Does a nice job, and you got to agree it looks better than that, you know. So yeah, a couple of minutes on a Scotch Brite wheel. I haven't even wiped it down yet. Don't know if it'll make much difference. Let's get a cloth, a rag of some sort, or pillowcase. Get it wiped down, see if it makes a difference. So yeah, there you go. How to clean up your forks in 5 minutes. Yeah, I could go a bit further with them, tidy them up a bit more, but it's just a nice simple way of doing it. I'll probably continue that one for another 10 minutes, just clean up bits like this, you know, but yeah, brings us off a lot better. So that's one little thing. I'm currently working on several things. Got a set of forks from Ryan, as I said in the last video. Things like the little wheel spacer, just clean it up, just so it looks nice and tidy. The front wheel spindle, again, just clean it up, make it look nice, just so it's all good. Not a lot really, it goes on the other way around. Right guys, had a great time with Ryan this week, balancing his engine, fantastic. Just glad to help out, basically. That engine will now be balanced, which is good, so it shouldn't jump around as much as it did, which is a good thing. Ryan did give me a front end. I've added a headlight to it and cleaned it up, etc. But it's over there. I've just finished the forks with a nice brush finish. Added the headlight and indicators, changed the bottom yoke. The brush finish should look like that. You can't really see it over there, but yeah, the other set are polished at the bottom, and they're the old set that got no internals. So yeah, they're going to be spare, I think, I don't know. But yeah, so I fitted the little rubber for the solenoid. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day there, guys. Up to 95 subscribers. That's fantastic. Very pleased with that. From 83 last week to 95 this week. Thank you guys. And please, if you like the videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.